Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks for being here today. I am going to make some cards. I haven't done that in a little while and I'm getting kind of low on my stash. So I thought I'd just turn the camera on while I'm playing and take you along with me and have a little bit of chat. So for the cards that I'm going to use, I have this size of envelope and it is a 6.5 by 3.5. And I've already got one of these little things measured out because that is what it's going to be about. This is 6.5 by 3.5. It's kind of a funny size. So, but it's a nice size for little thank you cards or for any kind of card that you want to make. And I just happen to have a stash of these. A friend of mine gave me carte blanche to a box of envelopes and I grabbed a stack of these. So I said, okay, let's make some cards out of those. And I'm getting kind of low on my card stash. And I've got some bought ones, but this is so much more fun to make something, to give something handmade. You know how that is. It always means a little bit more. So the papers that I brought out to use are some of my shaving cream dyed papers. I know they're just funky and wonky. I love the colors on them. And I just think they're kind of a blast. The hard part about making cards though, for me, is finding under papers. It's finding which colors are going to work. And these cards are going to be going to male or female or families. And I can't I'd love to put pink behind here, but the chances of this going to a female are very slim. So, because I mean, that would pick up all the cool pinks in here. So I have to choose like yellows and, non colors that are going to be offensive to a male. They have to be neutralish, And also that's for this one. And then I have this fun paper. I printed off a piece of music. As you can tell, and I had it in a binder at some point. And so I know what it was from. It was from my senior recital back in the day. But I see these hallelujahs in here. And I wanted to, so I don't know how many of these I'm going to actually get out of this paper. I might only just get one. But I think that would be fun to have the word hallelujah in the middle. It's just like right there. And first I thought, oh, this would be kind of pretty to have all of the treble clefs on that side too. And I got a hallelujah there too. So that might be a possibility if I can get two out of this one. So that up to here. And then another one there. Well, I might be able to get two off of this one. So that's kind of that's my plan. And I found this paper to go behind it. So I got to make sure that it's going to be a little bigger and I think I'll be fine. This will be the background and this will be the card base. And it's just a little bit off blue. So I was just kind of pulling out these teals. So that's my thinking anyway. And I'm going to sew around it. So I have my little Singer Start over here. And I also brought out my card maker thing here. This We Are Memory Keepers Trim and Score board, which I rarely use, but I need to lock it in place. Yeah, this was a Tuesday morning purchase once upon a time. Is Tuesday morning still in business? I don't even know. Joann's is going out. I doubt Tuesday morning's still going strong. So anyway, so first I'm going to work on the other one. I'm work on the lighter colored one first. I found this, I've got a whole stack of papers from my mother-in-law and this was in it. And this is such a cool green and it's got the marbling effect like this does. So I thought that might be a nice contrast, those three. I like that together. I think that'll be a nice combination of colors. So I have to first mark out these. Let me get a mat. Where's my other mat? So what are you you guys being creative with today? Anything, or are you just watching videos and getting ideas? That's what I sometimes do. I don't know how long this video is going to end up. If it gets too long, I will stop myself. So I might not get finished with the all the cards that I want. I don't want to hold you too long, you know. You know. I kind of like that section, but that's a lot of black. Here's some more yellow. What have I turned? That's just a smush. That's pretty too. Oh, that black up in the corner might be nice. And that, I like that right there. So let's do a measure up on that. Okay, this paper is not square, so that part I guess does not even matter because I'm doing the inside here. See how close to the edge I can get and make it work nicely. Okay, concentrating a little bit, so give me a second. All right. Give myself a few little marks there and there. And that'll be one of the inserts. Again, I don't use this very often. So let's double check on my markings. And then I'll erase my pencil marks. I know May, she makes cards all the time. And so I like to watch, sometimes I like to watch her go at it. She has so many different ideas on what to do with cardstock and whatnot. Okay, so there's that one. And let me get one more off of here. May makes it. She does a lot of cards. Wow, I love all those swirls of pink. This has some nice yellow in it. So let's go ahead and use this section right here. I can get a nice straight, mostly straight edge here. It'll be close enough. The beauty of homemade things, there's a pretty little scrap. Homemade things is they don't have to be perfect. It's nice when they are, because you wonder if it's homemade or if it's store-bought. But I like the homemade touch. You can definitely look at something immediately and wonder if it's homemade or if it is. Yeah, those are pretty. I love those lines. All right, so the next thing is to mark out 6.5 by 3.5. I need to have it, no, 6.5 by 3.5. And so I need to have it a little more than that. So I'm just gonna take this and eyeball it. Let's get this pencil mark off of there. Although it doesn't really matter. So got it pushed up against here. Eyeball it right about, let's go here and here. I am not a big person about measuring when it comes to making stuff like this. So we'll see how it all turns out. Okay, how do we do? Okay, that's a nice border. And with a black sewn edge, I think that'll be perfect. And this isn't wide enough, so let's get the other paper. I'm setting all my scraps over there. And let's see, can I go this direction? That's pretty narrow, but think I can live with that. Yeah, let's just go with this line here. A little inside of that line, we'll say. Okay, that part is good. Let's set all my little scraps aside and do the sew part real quick. Do a little dab of glue on in the inside here. Grab it. Excuse my reach, everybody. Just hold it in place. And I just wanted to talk to you guys too a little bit about what's happening with me. I am not necessarily going to make a lot of videos coming up. I'm closing in on 500 though videos. So I kind of want to get to that point here soon, but I'm just going to do a straight stitch. But with summer, you know, it's nice to take a break, you know, and everybody else is doing things, not necessarily watching videos. So I think I'll give myself a bit of a break and kind of ease my way through this season without a lot of pressure. So that kind of makes me happy and loose. We're going to have a busy summer. I can tell you that already. So anyway, let me sew these really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, back at it. I like them. Let's get some of these little strings a little less, make them a little less. I have a green bobbin on the back side. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't really matter because I am not showing the back side. So what do you guys do with all your painted papers? Do you make collage out of them? Because that's always an option. I made the line a little wonky just because my sewing skills are kind of wonky anyway. So let's just use that to my advantage and make it look even more homemade. All right, now to make a card that is, cut first, I have to think it's 7. It's 6.5. So I need a 3.5. I need a 7 by 6.5. Right? Where's my scorer? That's right. Let me get an envelope and open it up and give myself. Oh, it's 7 3/4. 7 3/4. All right. Even better when I just have a template to work with, right? Although that's not true. Hold on. There we go. I wasn't doing it right. It's 7. I was right, it's 7. 7 by 6.5. So I need to cut to this point right here. We'll just use this to measure everything instead of trying to contemplate the, oh, and I need to make it a little bit narrower, don't I? So let's go with 6. Does that make sense? Am I doing it right? I have no clue. We'll find out shortly. just use the envelope to my advantage. I'm going to take off a 1/4 inch there. Can I do that? Is that a 1/4 inch? It's hard to tell. So that's that. There we go. That helps me right there. Go to the 3/4 inch. There, I don't know what I can use that for. And then, what's half of that? So I can score it. 6 3/4. Or do I just fold it? Actually, I'm terrible at this measuring business. I don't like it. I just push it up there. That's what I'm doing. Now I could make this easier on myself in, oh, wait, lovely. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Be a little skinny little card. It's going to fit nicely right in here like so. Oh, I like that. Okay, let me make another one of these, just using this as a template. I have to have templates. I have got to have templates. That's not totally the same. Hold on a second here. So it's too narrow. Well, yeah, that's not going to work. Neither is this. Okay, I need to have another one of these pieces of paper. I probably could have conserved paper if I would have cut it right. But we live and learn. So I just do this. And we've got a 6 by whatever this is. And I'm totally wasting paper. I know this. That anything else would require a ruler and thinking. All right, where's the half-Z line? Where's the half-Z line? I might only get these two ones done just because of, I'm looking at my timer already and it's 20 minutes in. You know, you start these projects and they don't go the way you want them to. All right. Okay, I like that. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. I've tried double-sided tape on these things and they just don't stick very well. But where's my Fabri-Tac now? Behind something, under something. There it is. I love my jar. It's so cute. But putting your glue upside down does make it glom quite a bit. So there's something to be aware of. And I will put a sentiment on here like peace, joy, rejoice, something to that effect, because these cards are going to go to my Samaritans, where we're part of like a co-op. Yes, this is a top, because there is a top and a bottom. Yeah, I want that to be the top. And so I'll put sentiments on them of some sort. This glue is almost out. Look at that. And I don't want to open up a new one as I'm sitting here. Wow. I don't think I've ever completely used up a glue before. One of these. There we go. That's pretty. Okay, the card is not square. And I'm okay with that. So there we go. There's one and there's two. And I'll do the other ones later. But that's kind of how I work with these. And so yeah, sentiment. Maybe I'll stamp one. I wonder if I have any ready. Let me double check. Got a little hello, that might work. Well, I don't have any really ready, but I like that pink hello because it kind of is a hello. Anyway, I think they turned out lovely. So, and then on the inside, I just write my dear whoever and the check goes in with it. So that's it. I just again, it's like 20 minutes to make 2 cards. That does not count all the time it took me. It took me about a half an hour just to find the papers. So, but once you get rolling, it goes a lot faster. So anyway, that's it for this video. Again, I might be taking some time off from video making, so don't panic. I'll be back if I take a stretch. And I hope that all of you are having a beautiful season so far. You know, my towel here is a mess. Anyway, love you guys. I hope you're doing great. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.